Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead slash Papaw's place. Guys, today I am sitting out here and we got some new accessories for the pool. Now, I know y'all seen the opening of this video. How y'all like them lights? Guys, these lights here, this is how the size of them. And the pack I got came with 8 in a pack. Now I'm gonna spell this because I'm bad about pronouncing these words wrong, but that's AMILUO, solar fence lights. It says decorate your backyard and light up your life. Now you can use these lights for all kinds of stuff. You can put them on your steps, like when you walking up your steps. You can put them around your pools. You can put them around your sidewalks. You can put them around your house. Imagination can go wild. What I like about these lights, they have 7 different colors. I'm gonna hold my hand on it. These are solar powered. I'm gonna hold my hand on it and I'm gonna change it. There's the red. Well, let me start over. We're gonna start at the white. Because the thing is, these have 7 different lights, and then it has a setting where you can set them to where they steady change from one color to the next, and that's what I got mine set on when y'all seen it at the beginning of the video. But there's your white, and I don't really know what you call that. That's kind of a white light with a teal blue tint. And there's a red, green, purple, kind of a yellowish looking. There's a light purple, neon maybe. There's a kind of a light blue, neon blue. Then red, there's the mode right there. Y'all can see it's changing between all of them. But what I really like about these lights, especially out here around my pool, because they pretty. We like these things. But what I like about them, certain times of the year you get bugs and mosquitoes and all. With these has an on and off switch. Even though they solar powered, you can turn them off. Then you can just walk around, push the button back on and turn them back on. So I really like these, and like I said, you can use these in a lot of different situations. And one on steps. If you got a set of stairs going up somewhere, you can put that on that, well, whatever color, it don't matter if it's white or what. But you can put one up under each step where it's shining a little light on each step as you walking up your steps to keep from tripping at night. Again, guys, I ain't even gonna try to pronounce the name, but it's AMILUO. I'll put that on the screen. There'll be a link in the description below this video to where you can go and you can purchase these if you would like. But like I said, this is an 8-pack. I think you can buy it in different counts as far as how many's in a pack. But if you're interested in them, go down there in the description below this video and check them out. But one of the next pool accessories I want to show y'all. Now, I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't see it right now because it's floating way over there. I'm going to get down and I'm going to go get it. But for you who don't like monitoring your pool water, or you don't like having to check it with testing strips and stuff, they have this cool little gadget here that'll test your water, and you can just look at your phone and see what you need to do to your water. Now the little part that's floating around out there, I'm finna get down right now and I'm gonna go get it and bring it around here so I can show it to you. Alright guys, here's the part that goes in your pool. And like I said, this is IOPOOL, IOPOOL. Now this video ain't gonna be on about setting this up or how you set it up. This is just showing y'all what's out there on the market, and it's pretty convenient. Now I'm not a fella who's big on this technology and apps on the phone and all that, but I can tell you I done got used to this here, because I can sit in my house, be sitting in there and say, well, I'm gonna check the pool water, I ain't checked it. Punch my app on my phone, it comes up and tells me if everything's okay or not. I'm gonna throw this back in the pool. You just throw it in the pool, let it float around. And it works off of Bluetooth and or your Wi-Fi. Now to be in my house and check it, I have to use it's connected to Wi-Fi. But if you ain't got Wi-Fi, you just turn your Bluetooth on your phone. Well, before I get into that, let me move on. I'm gonna just tell y'all and then I'll show you. You go to the IOPOOL app, you download the app, and then it's self-explanatory there, guys. I mean, if some old country boy like me can do it and get it hooked up, you ought to be able to do it. Now, you are gonna have to know the size of your pool, how many gallons your pool holds. If you don't know that, you can Google, just put in the size of your pool and Google it, and it'll tell you how many gallons of water it holds. Also, to go more in depth on the app, you need to know your pump that you're using and how many gallons per minute it pumps. And all you got to do is Google the name of your pump, and there's specs and stuff on the internet that'll tell you how many gallons per minute your pump pumps. Other than that, the rest of it is real simple to set up. Now, like I said, now if you're gonna be using it and you ain't got Wi-Fi, you're gonna have to be within Bluetooth and distance from your phone to that deal floating out there in the water. But guys, if you got Wi-Fi, it comes with this little box with a little antenna and the power cord here. You can plug this in, and of course you're gonna have to hook this to your Wi-Fi, and this, you go online. If the instructions that come with it ain't clear enough, actually I think it popped up on the app that tells you can click on and tells you how to connect this to your Wi-Fi. You put your Wi-Fi passcode in it. But now the one thing about this, guys, this has to be within 30 foot of your pool. So if you ain't got a plug in outside within 30 foot of your pool, plus you got to keep this out of the rain and water, because this is not waterproof. Now mine just sits over there. I'm within 30 foot, and it sits over under my little cook shack, I call it, with the radio over there. And I just stick it in a Ziploc bag in case blowing rain gets on it. But this has got to be within 30 foot of your pool. And once that's connected to your Wi-Fi, then your phone is connected to your Wi-Fi, and you can be in the house or wherever and just click on the app and bring it up. So it's pretty handy. And that's, again, that's an IOPOOL, I-O-P-O-O-L. And this here will be in the description below this video. I believe they sent me a link I can put in there for y'all. And I don't know, you may have a little discount code. I ain't got that far into it at this point, but I'm gonna find out if they giving me a discount to give my viewers. If they are, it's gonna be in the description below this video. So let me get my phone up here and get my app brought back up, and I'm gonna show y'all. Alright guys, I'm standing over here behind y'all so I can show you on my phone here, but there's the little sensor floating around out there. Right there. You just, after you download your app, it's just like any other app. I'm gonna click on my IOPOOL, and there it is. Now you can see it's showing my chlorine and stuff. It's still good because it's in the orange, but perfect's green. My pH is perfect, green. My water temperature, 93. Yeah, it's hot because it was almost 100 degrees here today. That's why that sprinkler been running 24 hours a day. But to click on this, you just click on it, and you can see mine is right on the edge. Yesterday was is still in the green, but it's falling, so I'm finna have to put some more tablets in my floater out there. And or shock it again. That's something we're gonna talk about here in a moment when I get through showing y'all this stuff. But it also shows your history tracking if you really want to get in depth. The guys only use mine like using my test strips. I just open it up and look, and then I know what to do. If you don't know what to do, they got recommendation here, recommended treatment you can click on. That there is telling you to do a manual analysis to double check things. That's basically telling you how to use the test strip. This kit comes with some test strips. So, also it's got a upcoming week's forecast. Of course, you got to have your location put in there for it to know your forecast coming up. I don't exactly know what all it does. All I wanted it is to show me if my pH and my disinfectant and my water, my chlorine, they calling it disinfector, but I'm calling it my chlorine level. But that's all it is to it, guys. Alright guys, so y'all can see, it's very simple. Like I said, all you gotta do is go to your app store on your phone, type in IOPOOL. It's gonna bring it up. You're gonna download it just like you do any other app, and then you're gonna follow their directions. Now, like, I'm not doing a video on how to do it and step by step how to do it. Like I said earlier, if I can do it, old country boy like me can do it, I think their directions was easy enough to follow. But again, if you think you may like one of them, I personally didn't think I'd care nothing about it. But after having it a while, it is pretty convenient. Plus, I got it on my wife's phone where she can check it, because she's more apt to check it while she's at work or sitting in here doing something than she is to walk out here and test it with a testing strip. So multiple people, you can share it with multiple people also to have on their devices. But if you're interested in it, that also will be in the description below this video, and hopefully I have a discount code for y'all if you would like to order one of them. So now I want to move on to the pool. Now here we are in the middle of July. We've just been in the upper 90s in the end of May down here where I live. But guys, when it's this hot, I know I said way back that I didn't shock my pool. I mean, just very rarely I shock my pool. Well, now the hot as it's getting, the heat sucks the chlorine out of the water. Now I done getting to where I'm having to shock my pool, I think about every 3 weeks now. I ain't got under 3 weeks yet, and that's pretty stretched out, because a lot of people say they have to shock their pools once a week, and I ain't never had to do that. Also, instead of having one chlorine tablet in my floater over there, I've been putting 3 of them in it. And you can see when we just looked on my old pool out there, my chlorine's getting a little low, and I guarantee you it's still 1 or 1.5 still left in there, but I gotta put it back, I gotta fill it back up. In this dead dog heat weather, you're gonna have to use more tablets, and you're gonna have to shock a little more often. Another thing, I've been getting a whole lot of questions on my pool videos. People see this Polaris65 floating around out here, this vac, and it is confusing a lot of people. Now guys, that is called a vac, and that's what they call it, the Polaris65 Pool Vac. But I'm gonna have to get y'all over here and I'm gonna show y'all exactly how it works. So maybe I won't get so many questions on this, because it don't actually suck. When you hear the word vacuum, you think it's gonna be something that sucks. Well, it don't suck trash up. It's more like a sweeper. So I'm gonna get y'all over here closer and show y'all exactly how that works. Before I get down and unplug it, you got the hose, and that's plugged into your A port, and that has confused a bunch of people. Matter of fact, I had one comment tell me that they pretty sure that I got that hooked on the wrong port that it's supposed to be on B. I just replied back, LOL, I've had this almost 2 years. I'm pretty sure it's hooked up right. But what it is, guys, they don't understand it's cause it's called a vac. They think it ought to suck water. Well, it don't. Your port A is blowing water. And I'm gonna unhook it and show you and get this out of the pool. Well, no, I can do it from right up here probably. It's blowing water through that line. I'm gonna have to get down here and pick it up to show you. Come here. Now when it's blowing water through that line, you see water coming out here. Now you see it changed directions and water started coming out the back. And what it does, it's got a little motor in here, and when the water's blowing in there, I'm holding it up right now so it's, well, it's changed. It changed back to the front. Y'all just seen it change. What it does, it'll change, put water out the front, and that makes this thing go backwards. Then it'll swap and water shoots out the back and it makes it go frontwards. So it's working off your water coming in from your port A. It ain't working on no suction. So how does it pick up trash? Well, you got the hose that comes out the bottom right here. And on the end of it has a bag. And it's spraying that water out. Now as that Polaris, the blue part, is floating around the water out there, changing direction, this hose on the bottom's like a snake just whooping around all in the bottom, on the bottom of the pool, around the sides. And this water coming out the bottom here disturbs the dust or leaves or whatever on the bottom, and it catches them in here. And you can see my pool ain't got nothing in it, but it's caught them little bitty leaves, and there's some bitty bugs in there. So it just goes around like a snake, whooping around. Now guys, that has confused so many people by that being called a vacuum, and it don't suck. It don't suck water. It's working off of water running through it. They shouldn't have called that thing a vacuum cleaner. They should have called it a Polaris65 pool sweeper or pool cleaner or something. But when they put the name on it, vacuum, that just threw so many people off. But guys, I know y'all can't see all the comments, because a lot of times I delete the comments from below my videos, because some people get ugly and they get smart about things. But that's one right there that's got me some comments, and some of them's telling me that I've got it hooked up wrong and stuff, and here it's done been over 2 years, or going on 2 years running out here. So I just thought I would try to show that, to really explain how that thing works, that it don't vacuum. Now another deal, this deck we sitting on, my pool deck videos, building this deck is one of my top videos that gets the most views, and still getting the views today, the most every month. Well, I have some of these, and I know what it is. You got different places, they got different codes and different specs they have to build by. By all means, if you got specs you have to go by where you live, or you got codes, go by them. That's all I can tell you. I didn't build this under nobody else's specs or codes. I've had some to tell me the 2x6 joists ain't enough for this deck. Well, whoever you are, fella, 2x6 joists on 16-inch center with 5/4 decking screwed on top of it. You can't put enough people on this deck to make this thing move. So, we might just need to move on from the deck here discussion, don't we? So the next thing, guys, I want to talk about is the little skimmer over on the wall. Because I know back when I first made that video, I made a comment in that video, but I went back and I put it in the description below the video explaining about the extra little plug in there. So this pool has 2 B ports. Well, if your pump ain't big enough to be sucking enough water that it just looks like it's making the skimmer work right, try putting that extra plug. And that extra plug, I'm not taking it out to show you, but it's a little plug that you plug the other B port, but it has a little hole in it. It still lets some water go through, but it increases the suction on the other port B, what it does. So if you get one of them skimmers and your pump ain't pumping enough and it ain't like it's sucking enough water in, you're gonna have to plug your other B port. But I will tell you, the little pump that come with this pool wasn't big enough to make that skimmer suck enough water to where it would suck trash over in it or bugs and hold it. Now, I knew we was gonna upgrade to a sand pump when we got the pool. We just got this pool at a good enough deal to just buy the little kit and then go on and buy our pump separately. But if you hook that little skimmer up and you put that plug in there and you still ain't got enough suction coming in there, then your pump ain't big enough to suck water to make that little skimmer work the way it needs to work. You need a bigger pump. Like I said, these little pumps that comes with these pool kits, they're not to run anything. All they're for is to circulate water. And they'll do that. I mean, they'll circulate that water. They pumping enough that it'll circulate your pool water, and you putting your shock and your chlorine tablets in there and just circulate water. But them little pumps that come with these kits, they ain't got enough suction to even pump water to put a good little sprinkler on there or to put a skimmer on there, and they sure ain't gonna run like that Polaris65. Now you may hook that Polaris65 and you say, oh, well, it's moving around out there. Well, guys, yeah, but you let it run, it's just barely running and it ain't got enough pressure to make it change its gear to go backwards or nothing. It'll just run one way and then it'll wind up in a circle. I've seen a lot of reviews under that Polaris when I was searching for it, and their complaints was it just winds up in a circle, don't do nothing. Well, that's because your pump ain't big enough to put enough pressure through it. Mine is the Game Sand Pro 75D, and it's a 3/4 horsepower pump. And guys, I would not want to go any smaller than that, and if I ever had to replace it, I'm going bigger, because that little string in the end of the hose, if it gets just a few bugs in it, mine will start winding up. So I have to clean it. I pretty much check it every day, every other day. So that's why if I have to replace my pump, I'm going with a bigger pump. I'm going with a 1.5 horsepower pump. But this one runs it well as long as you keep your screens. But guys, that's just a little update on some things that I wanted to clarify on the pool videos. Like I said, I guess because it's the dead heat summer, a lot of people's watching pool videos and watching my pool videos, and I'm getting so many comments on the Polaris and the deck deal. I ain't gonna lie to you, some of them comments has kind of got under my skin a little bit, and I just wanted to clarify that if you got specs where you live that you need to go by all means, go by them specs. My video was not intended to tell you that's how to build your deck. I'm just showing you how I built my deck. Also, if you like them pretty little pool lights I got around there, and that IOPOOL monitor, it'll be in the description below where you can go to and purchase it. And that IOPOOL monitor, I'm hoping to have a little discount code where you can purchase it. But guys, as always, if you're watching this video and you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't never subscribed, please reach down there and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It don't cost you a thing, but it does help me grow my YouTube channel. Share my videos with your friends and loved ones. And if you have any comments, questions, please put them down there. I'll get back with you. Whether I like your comment or not, I always reply back. But as always, I hope y'all have a blessed day, blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.